Hey guys, so I wanted to address a question that I saw in this CNA group that I am part of on Facebook. And I think that other people might probably have the same question as this person did. So, hold on a second. Sorry, I had a notification on the screen. I'm using my phone to film this, but so I'm going to read the question and give you my thoughts on it. So, this person asked, question, in all of my 8 years of being a CNA, I have never heard this. If you are assigned on a one-to-one assignment, are you supposed to do the kiosk documentation for that resident, or is the floor CNA supposed to do documentation for that resident? So a couple different scenarios. This is going to vary from facility to facility and possibly even unit to unit within the same facility. So I have worked in places where if you are on a one-to-one, obviously you're with that one person. You only have that one person for either your entire shift or until they can get somebody to come cover the one-to-one and you go back and take a regular patient assignment. However, with that comes different responsibilities, again, based on the facility that you're in, as well as a bunch of different factors. So if you are short-staffed and you are a one-to-one, like there's been times where I've worked in a facility where we are short-staffed and I'm supposed to be a one-on-one, but they still expect me, like for example, if my one-to-one is sleeping, they expect me to walk out of the room and help like neighboring rooms with different things. Like if someone in the room next door needs to go to the bathroom and my one-to-one is asleep, they expect me to go help the room next door. Now, is that safe if your person is a one-to-one? Not necessarily, because the person can wake up at any time. They could be pretending to sleep and just waiting for you to stop paying attention, especially if they know that that's something that happens. So you have to be very careful with that. I personally did not like that whatsoever because again, if you're a one-to-one, there's a reason why you're a one-to-one with this one person. They need that extra attention and that extra focus. So it's dangerous for you to leave them behind to do other tasks. However, at the hospital, when I was working as a sitter, which is a one-to-one for whatever reason, maybe the patient is confused, combative, a fall risk and keep trying to get out of bed, whatever the case may be, they need you to sit with this one person. So there have been times when I worked at the hospital where because you are a CNA and not a sitter, because there's a difference. There are people who work just as sitters that don't have a CNA certification, but when I worked at the hospital, I was a CNA, a nurse assistant, and they could pull me from the unit that I was working on to go work as a sitter if they didn't have a sitter that could come in. So being that I have a CNA certification, they would expect me to provide the care for that patient during that shift. So if you're providing care for your patient or your resident, there is a good chance that you will have to be the one to provide the documentation if your facility is doing things how they should be, because you can't expect the floor CNA, as you said, to do the charting if it's not something that they are actually providing for that patient or resident. If you are the person that is providing all of the care and assistance and toileting and things like that during the shift, then you should be the one that is charting that particular information. You shouldn't be having someone who hasn't completed those tasks charting that information, if that makes sense. So I have also at the hospital been working as a sitter, even though I was a CNA, working as a sitter where the CNA that had that person on their assignment came in and did all the care, all the documentation, all of that. And she charted, obviously, like I just said, because she is the one that provided the care. So I think it just becomes a matter of finding out your facility's policies on that. If you're unclear, or if any of these policies are unclear, make sure that you're asking someone just to make sure, because again, you want to make sure that your patient or resident is getting the proper care and getting the proper assistance that they need. So if you are a sitter one-to-one, but you're also providing the care, then like I said, you are the one that needs to be charting the information for that shift. Now, if you're providing part of the care and the floor CNA is providing part of the care, I would say that you should chart the care that you provided, because again, that CNA that is not providing that care should not be charting on that, because that would be incorrect information and false charting, whatever you want to say. But I've had it both ways where, like I said, I've been sitting there and there's been a CNA on that unit that has that particular person who I'm a one-to-one with, who has done all the care and kind of let me go take a bathroom break or whatever while they were providing the care. Then I would come back and she would move on. Or I've had it where, like they will come in and ask me if I need help, like taking them to the bathroom or changing them, or if I need any supplies. But other than that, it was me the whole time for the whole shift, providing all the care for that one patient or resident. So again, it's going to depend on your facility, but I have seen both ways. I've seen it, like I said, where you're not charting anything, and I've seen it where you're charting everything because you're providing all the care. So it's going to depend on your facility. If you guys have any questions regarding this or any other medical topic, feel free to ask and I will do my best to get something filmed for you. If you have any topics you would like me to talk about in the future on my channel, please let me know that as well. And I would love to get something filmed for you again. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful. I just figured I would share because I feel like this is a question that other people may have come across their mind. So I thought it was helpful to share. So with that being said, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and I will talk to you guys next time.